Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and I have another Uncollected. This is Uncollected 2.2, the Dr. Voodoo boss, and we're going to go in with several different champs and just destroy this dude. So Dr. Voodoo, he's got Enhanced Poison, Enhanced Special 1, Power Draw, Non-Plague, Recovery, and Buffet. So, generally speaking, this is a pretty straightforward fight. I use a bunch of Mystic champions. I think I was trying to not trigger Buffet a couple times just to not deal with the regen, and I think I got clipped by an L1 or two, but I can't remember. We'll see. So on this Void, I go in with Mr. Fantastic and apply all three of his pre-fights, which just like starts Void off on steroids because he's getting all that debuff damage from the extra debuffs. The Petrify is not extra, but basically you just get it sooner. So, but regardless, here I'm just kind of playing it slow. Doing the heavy knockdown to refresh those Mr. Fantastic debuffs, do a heavy into an L1, and boom, dead. So that was pretty clean, pretty easy fight. Granted, he doesn't need the Mr. Fantastic debuffs, but I like playing with Mr. Fantastic, and he's a really good synergy team member to have on the team, and so use him when I can. Now here we're going in again, and I think I go in with Torch on this one and just burn him to the ground. Let's see, I can't remember the order on these. Let's see, I'm pretty sure I apply some pre-fights. Got a Petrify, the debuff siphoner. So we're doing all three. And who do I go in with? I think I actually go in with Mr. Fantastic on this one. Yeah. So if I had Invisible Woman on the team, he would actually kind of work like Void does, and he would actually be doing damage with those debuffs up, which is it's a really cool synergy. But I don't have Invisible Woman yet, just as a 4-star and below. So maybe someday I'll get her as a 6-star, I'm hoping. But here I'm just charging, holding that heavy to lengthen the time that those debuffs come. So there you go. This is where I just get smacked by that L1. Luckily I didn't have any Loas on me and didn't get any poisons. Smacked him with an L2 to get a whole set of debuffs on him. And I think he's going to throw another L1 here soon, and then I'm gonna get even more power gain. But yeah, so Mr. Fantastic, he's a pretty good champ, especially if you can get those debuffs ramped up and lock in those study passives. So there, L1 was down, and you start to hit really hard when you have all the debuffs up. So did get hit once by that L1, but Voodoo goes down. And I think on this next one I go in with my rank 3 6-star Torch, and it just don't blink, he'll die super fast. And I think I even put on I don't think I put all the Mr. Fantastic debuffs on this one. I think maybe I just do the Petrify, I think. Maybe I don't do any. I think I put one. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So I put one. I activated Flame On, so I'm gonna get the Nova Flame at the start and just watch how fast this goes. And short, medium, light, medium combos. Charge the heavy to build up the temperature, and look at that damage. He goes a little passive on me there. He does clip me on the L1. I think this is still where it was bugged, where the the champs would go into that like passive AI state, so kind of threw me off. But man, he just melted. So there's the third Dr. Voodoo down, and we're gonna go back in. I think the next one's gonna be Thing. So use all these guys. Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure Thing is next on the list. Do I apply some? Yeah. I mean, I apply them. End of the quest. Why not? Really showcases how it can help too. I mean, the Petrify, you get less regen. The debuff Siphoner is not really going to come into play, and then you got the other one where it reduces their power gain from hitting them, which is quite noticeable. So here I'm just gonna heavy spam them to keep those debuffs on, which is, I mean, you can kind of see that he's not. I already hit him with that was the 4th heavy, and now he finally got an L1. So you can definitely see that it does reduce the power, and then you can just spam them in the corner. And so yeah, overall I'm just kind of building up slowly the Furies because I have the Human Torch synergy when I do take a parry block. And here I'm gonna smash him with an L3. Excuse me. And he's gonna come out unblockable, unstoppable. And just gonna go to town. I really have been enjoying Thing for Alliance War attack recently. He's a really solid champion, very versatile. He's got a little bit of build up, but with Human Torch it makes it significantly faster, and he can just hit like a truck. So there's another Voodoo down. Now on this one, I'm gonna go in with Killmonger, and the plan here is to just build up some bleeds and throw an L3 and let the bleeds just melt Dr. Voodoo. And that's exactly what happens. So I think here I trigger buffet. Well, I'm triggering buffet a couple times because I'm getting that power gain from the node. I can't remember what the node is. I'll have to look at it again for the name. But it's not really a big issue. And even though he's healing, once I get to that L3, he will quickly melt with all the bleeds. So I get a couple L2s off, and I think you'll see, I think I'll get 17 bleeds, I think. Get some intercepts in. There's 16, 17, 18. That's gonna be more than that, so not sure what I was doing there, but there, get some intercepts. We're getting close. We're at 22 bleeds, 23, and once we get to an L3, it's gonna be game over once I come out. And here we go, 12% bonus. And then check this bleed damage out. 23 bleeds, almost 3k a tick, and I'm just gonna let it melt him. And there's Dr. Voodoo. So not a difficult fight, but yeah, let me know who you guys used. Not sure if any of this video helps, but it just kind of shows how I went about doing it to smash it out as quickly as possible. And that's Uncollected 2.2 Killmonger, or not Killmonger, Voodoo. Thanks for watching, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one.